Hey guys, it's Chris the Batman statue collector, and I am joined by Ashley tonight. How's it going, Ashley?
Hi, Chris. How are you?
Doing okay. Welcome to Sunday. I about to say Saturday
Okay.
night. I wish it was still Saturday night, but happy Sunday night to you.
Thank you. Happy belated Thanksgiving to you and everybody on the chat.
Thank you. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. It was really nice. It was a little different than how we normally do it, but it was good. How was yours?
That's good. Well, we hosted about 11 people from Tuesday to today. So a lot of family, a lot of kids. And so we did a lot. We had a scavenger hunt. We had Thanksgiving. We went to a movie. We just did a lot of family stuff. So it was a lot of fun. And now it's over. Now I got to go back to work tomorrow. So
you have to go back to work tomorrow too? Wow.
Yeah.
Today I left early. I think I'm catching a bug. So I'm sorry that I look like this because this is not how I normally look. But yeah, same thing. I have to go to work tomorrow too. But tomorrow's going to be a good day because tomorrow everybody drops off the holiday cards for the troops tomorrow at my workplace. And you helped with that. So thank you so much.
That's awesome. I've seen some of your pictures that you posted, and I know that you've been working hard getting all that put together. So that's awesome.
Yeah, we hit 1,054 last week. And so we think we'll hit 1,200.
Wow, that's awesome. That's very cool.
Fun.
Very really cool. Well, anyway, welcome to the show. So I just kind of put this together. This is just kind of a chat. We're just going to talk and do Q&A type of things tonight. We won't go too long, but I just I was itching. We haven't gone live in about a week or two, so I wanted to check in with everybody in the community. I also want to promote this real quick in the pinned chat over here. If you haven't voted yet, there is a clickable link. We are voting for the Batsy Awards. Also, if you vote, you have a chance, obviously, to win the Tweeterhead Poison Ivy maquette, and that is the exclusive. And also, we have a Sideshow framed art print, that Harley and Joker. So please make sure you vote. I want your voice to be heard. And it's been really interesting, the results so far. Of course, my lips are sealed. But it's been really fun to see kind of how the results have changed with the more people voting. So it's really, really cool. So again, the pin post, I'll probably remind everybody a couple times as we go. But anyway, that's there. Also, I'm going to plug right at the beginning of the show. This Wednesday, we have our Rogues Gallery live, and it's the live auction at 7 p.m., 8 Eastern. So definitely join us. I know a lot of people have already hit me up and are excited about that show. So I've got a couple things myself. Do you have anything this time, Ashley?
I might have some Legos.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Lego sets that I'm thinking about auctioning. Cool. It's just getting to the storage unit that's a billion miles away. And plus, I don't know if I'm going to be feeling good by then.
That's
Hopefully.
True. That's true.
I went for a run to kind of sweat everything out. And hopefully I'll be feeling good by tomorrow. So
I hope so. Hopefully you're vitamin C-ing it up.
Oh my gosh, you would not believe.
I take 2 every day, even if I'm not sick or not. I just I want to stay as healthy as possible. But I work in a building with little kids, so it's there's germs everywhere. Although we wear masks all day, so
yeah,
we have very little flu and very little colds this year, or last year too. So knock on wood, it's been great.
Yeah, it's funny because this weekend, when I went over to Thanksgiving, my friend Matt, who helped me with the video with the shirts, he's a teacher, so he ended up getting. He tested negative for COVID. Yay! But he has the flu. So I think he gave it to me. And I'm fighting it. So yeah, I hear you all the way.
Well, we just got our booster last week, and I think this week we're going to get our flu shot because it's probably a good idea. Just, get double protected. But anyway, so feel better. I'll say that right off the bat.
Thanks.
Let me say hello to everybody real quick. We got Board Cube 1 of 2, Brotherhood member. Good evening. How's the room reorganizing going? As you can see, nothing's changed. I had a good conversation this week about potentially going into that under garage space, which is that really big room. So there's some chat.
How good of a conversation? The missus said, "Okay, honey, you can do it."
I think it could be done. The only thing is, we are at least allegedly we're been trying to put in a pool. And so that would be, she would like a bathroom in that space for people that are in the pool.
Yeah.
They could just go and change in there, and and so that would be a whole nother thing with plumbing and all of that stuff. But there would need to be a small bathroom there with just like a toilet and a sink, basically. So it wouldn't take up a lot of room of that space, but again, it would take a lot of planning to figure out where it would go. But there has been some chatter. So I don't know. Before I go custom in this room, so what I might do, I've actually considered just moving everything back the way it was until I figure it out. Just with the bigger shelf back here. I don't know. We'll see. So I don't know.
Okay. All right. That's a good idea. Good planning.
We'll see. Alfonso's here. Hello to you. We got Wallace Berry, another Brotherhood member. Wallace, hopefully your Superman is to you. I think it's got rescheduled to tomorrow, I think. Wallace won the Superman call to action. So congratulations again to Wallace. Zach Bowers is here. Hello, another Brotherhood member. Thank you for being here. We've got Daniel Creek. We got Brotherhood member Mike Stainbrook in the house. Hey, Mike. Hope you're doing well. We've got KohnHead Collectibles. Yo, what's up, Chris? Can't wait for the auction Wednesday. Yeah, we're excited about it, too. I know some of the guys also have some great things coming up. I think I've got maybe some CGCs and also a statue or two, I think. So that'll be fun. BJ Millard is here. Hello. We've got Terry Gotham Cinnabites, another Brotherhood member. Thank you for being here, Terry. Matt T, another member. Thank you very much. Bane21 is here. Hello to you. We got J Rob. 91 people on a Sunday night. Thank you guys for being here. That's awesome. Thank you. We've got Bat Beast in the house. Hello to you. We got Django. Let's see. Captain Trenchcoat, another Brotherhood member. Thank you for being here. Lane Kramer. Wow, typing is hard. It is this late in the day, I tell you. It's been a long week. Brada Jaka, happy late Thanksgiving. Hope you're doing well. Justin, happy Hanukkah, everyone. Not sure if everyone here other than I celebrate it, but wanted to say it regardless. Yeah, I just saw that it starts today, right, Justin? And it's 8 crazy nights, I think. According to Adam Sandler. Yeah. Love that song. Kickback, be careful with that bug. Unfortunately, this COVID nonsense is rearing its ugly head again. I caught it. Oh, I got caught with it last week. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Kickback.
With COVID or just like the flu?
The crud. Yeah, hopefully just the flu.
Yeah. I've never had COVID out of all my luck. I've never had COVID, so I pray it's not that.
I had a day back last, I think it was like last fall. Like I lost my taste and smell for like 2 hours. And so I thought, oh my gosh. And then it was fine. But I have like super, super bad sinus allergy issues.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that's all it was. So I think, hopefully, but I still don't know.
Yeah.
Lane Kramer. Hey, Chris. Hi, I'm on the stream for HTs, for hot HTs tonight. Myself at the moment. I'm not sure what that is. However, I wanted to ask you a question. Do you think the advanced suit Batman coming from Prime 1 is worth getting by itself? Are you talking about the one on the throne, Lane? I think that's a really cool piece. I know everybody was kind of, I know on our live reaction, they were a little bit ho-hum about it, but I liked it. I thought it was really cool. I don't know. I want to see more. I'm a little bit worried about the price point. Hey, John, thanks for casting your vote. Thank you. Brad, I hear dead people have been voting. Well, I'll take any vote I can get on this Batsy Award. So we're trying to get it up to more than we got last year. So we'll see. It's been a little slow going, but I have to keep remembering until I'm in a few days.
I don't think my brother's dead, but the way that he acts sometimes, I mean, it's possible.
We hope not. Arkham Gaming is here. Hi, Chris. How are you doing? Do you want to know something exciting? I'm writing an essay on the evolution of Batman in my writing class. Nice. That's really cool. That's awesome. Cool. You'll have to share it with us. That's really cool. John is here. We've got Ryan. Yeah, auction time Wednesday, potential gift ideas. Yes, Ryan. Hopefully we'll have some good deals for you. And again, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 Eastern. And that would be, 5 Pacific. John, Chris, you picking up any of those busts announced by Infinity Studios? We're going to talk about those, I'm sure. But did you see all of those reveals, Ashley?
I saw the. Are you talking about the Catwoman?
The Catwoman we've seen, but there was the other reveals. We had the Game of Thrones Daenerys.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Schwarzenegger. We had the Pattinson Batman and the not Affleck, the Christian Bale bust.
Mm-hmm. No, I did see that. I liked the Lord of the Rings, but I've really enjoyed Lord of the Rings. What statues have come out from there? I mean, I watched this series, but it was the trilogy, but it was really that whole line is just incredible. It really is.
I think that she is going to be incredibly popular. I would imagine. Let me show people real quick here. I'm uploading the overlay. That's what we're talking about right there. So obviously it's going to be a life-size bust, and I think that people will be
Game of Thrones,
very, very happy with that one, especially if they get the likeness.
Yeah, they came out with really good stuff. I did see that. Yeah. So it's been a crazy week.
It has been a crazy week. This, again, we'll talk about this on Rogues, but I actually really like this. I think this is really cool. I would like to see a mass portrait, but I do kind of like the holding the cowl in his hands. I think that's kind of a neat way to present the Christian Bale portrait. Obviously, that's what they're going to want to do with that. But anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. This would be the one that I would pick up if I was going to. And then they also showed a Robert Pattinson. I'm not as keen on the pose on this one.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, but I like the Christian Bale. That's excellent. That's really, really good. I would probably pick that up.
I've got a closer up image here of his portrait.
It looks just like him.
Looks very good. Obviously, the hair would be more hand punched, but anyway, I think that's going to be really cool. So that's kind of like somebody was asking if I talk about the bust tonight. And so I put a poll in the group. I don't know if you saw that, but I put a poll of debating whether to get the new Catwoman, but life-size bust, or keep the Catwoman on Batpod.
I did see that. I just hadn't really responded with the crazy week. Sorry.
Because I was just debating whether to do, because if I'm going to get the Heath Ledger Joker, and I maybe could get that Bale, would I want the Catwoman as well, or the Two-Face if they do the Two-Face? Would I want that?
That's hard to decide.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is a lot of money, but think of room. Are you going to have room for it? That's the one thing that we always go back to is do you have room for it?
I know.
Did you take out the closet yet? Or
the closet's, the closet's open, and my Sideshow display is in there currently.
Cool.
So it's still a work in progress.
It would be cool if you did a movie line bust thing, and I know you'd have Catwoman, Heath Ledger, and then if they did a Christian Bale, did they even do it? I can't remember. Did they do a Christian Bale bust the way that they did Catwoman and Hathaway yet?
You mean the one we just talked about? No. I mean they haven't done one yet. That's just a teaser.
That would be cool if they did that. That'd be really, really cool. Then you'd have all three lines. That would be, Did you still order? I can't remember. Did you order the Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie, or did you cancel that?
I ordered it. I haven't decided. I'm going to get it regardless. I'm going to review it. I want to see it in person, and then I'm going to have to make a judgment call, because that'll be the one piece that doesn't necessarily fit. Although, I could do something with, if I did do my closet and do just some straight shelves across and do 2 layers of just busts, that could be kind of cool.
Yeah, or you could just do a shelf and have your movie lines on the side, maybe on the shelf next to you on on your side, that way. Even though it's the wrong way. But it'd be kind of cool to just have your movie line if you had enough room, and you have Batman in the middle, and you'd have Joker on one side and Harley on the other side, and then you'd have another line there. But that'd be kind of cool.
Especially if I got to go in that Bat bunker room that, I could display quite a few of them for sure.
Did you talk about tearing out the wall or no?
About in this room?
Jeff!
Hey, Jeff, how's it going?
Hey, guys. I'm good. How are y'all? Thanksgiving out?
Play around with it. Yeah, we're just we're talking about the Bat Bunker and how I could potentially have the go-ahead for that room.
Oh. Which,
that could be a game changer.
The
we're
basement?
talking. Yeah. Well, it's all in the basement. People get confused, but I'm all in the basement. So I'm just down the hall from that Bat Bunker. So
how much bigger is it?
It's a 3-car garage size.
So considerably bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling Ashley that we've talked about putting a pool in, and so if we do that, my wife wants to cut into that space a little bit with a small bathroom, just for people to come in and out and change. So there would be a little bit of space taken out, but not a ton.
Well, it'd be handy to have a bathroom in there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. So we'll see. We were just talking about busts and of the ones that just came out. So were there any that you liked a lot from Infinity that they teased?
I only got to see. I didn't click on the photos and make them bigger to actually look at them because.
Well, let me show you a few. I pulled them up here. That's the Game of Thrones one.
That's crazy.
And so I think that one will be really popular because it's a lot
give
bigger.
Her real hair, I'm sure.
Yeah, there was some customs that they did that were good, but I think this will be better. They also have the Henry Cavill. I'm assuming this will be the angry black portrait or the black suit portrait.
Yeah.
Here, which I think that looks really good. And
that would look good next to Ben Affleck.
Yes, it sure would, Ashley. And this one, I like this one better than the other one they did with the shirt ripping open.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not. I had a hard time seeing Henry Cavill in that one.
It wasn't as good of a sculpt, I didn't think.
No.
And then they also had the Robert Pattinson one, which again I said that I wasn't a giant fan of. But
the movie may make a game changer out of all this merchandise.
It sure might. But this is the one that I'd be interested in right here.
Yeah.
And again, a good likeness.
I wonder if they'll do the cowl on.
I would say no. I don't think it will be on because I don't know how they could do it differently unless maybe his hands come out of there and do something. Maybe he does double fists or something instead. And, they could maybe do a hand swap out or something and then still put the cowl on. I don't know.
It would be kind of hard because that cowl, it would take quite a bit of work to make that be the cowl that goes on his head.
I think it would
make it look right.
I think it would be a separate head completely. I think it would be the hands with the cowl. And then if they could do it, you could take that off, put double fists in, and then have a whole different head swap out.
Yeah.
But I would imagine that he's going to be really expensive if they have to do that. Because I don't
need a neck piece if they don't.
Yeah. It could be interesting. I don't know. We were saying earlier before you got here, if I was debating whether to get the Catwoman or to get that Catwoman bust or get the, or still keep the Batpod.
I think keep that. That's how I voted.
I don't know. Let me show everybody what I'm talking about. So this is the life-size Catwoman. But I was like, if I get the Heath Ledger, I'm getting the Heath Ledger, and if I get the Bale bust, would I kick myself not getting this one too? I don't know. It's tough.
It's ultimately up to you. I'm blown away by the Anne Hathaway bust. I think that's probably one of the best that I've seen. I don't mind the Batpod. I have issues with the Batpod, but I don't mind it. I just think that they could have done more with it. That's all.
With the base, you mean?
Yeah.
I love the Batpod, and I think it's exciting. I know some people were ticked off that they announced the Batman on Batpod. And I did reach out to John asking him about whether they would sell the Batman separately, and he would fit on the Catwoman one. And he said he was going to check with his team. So I have not heard anything back yet. So okay. I don't know.
I've debated whether just, purchasing when they had just the Batpod. But I like the Batpod. it's like a guy thing to a point where, guys like the car, and then there's the chick on the car, and then they're like, the chick ruins the picture with the car. It's like, I'm kind of the same way. It's like Anne Hathaway's pretty and all, but get off the Batpod.
Yeah,
it's a really pretty piece if you're off of it. Just get off. Sorry.
Yeah, well, and I don't know. It's just I don't think anybody will ever do a Batpod in that scale. It's like,
but God dang it! Wouldn't that be incredible?
It's third scale. I mean, it's just I would need to be in the Bat bunker, I think, to fit it, because it's just going to be so much room. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mark, Chris, did you order the XM Batman on bike? No, but I am really strongly considering it.
That's the only XM piece that has seriously tempted me. I will say that. I can't afford it, and I have nowhere to put it. But if I could, that would be the first one.
My issue is I liked the story, but I don't have like a strong connection to the White Knight story. But I love that statue. It is so well done, and it's so cool looking. Man,
and I kind of like that it's a different suit from the normal. I know some people hate the boots and all of that, but
yeah, they were like,
it's unique.
They were kind of like freaking out because they felt like it was like chaps or something, which, Sideshow piece, people complained about that as well, but this is the one we're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which again is just super dynamic. And I love, like we talked about it on one of the other shows, that I really like the fact that it's got this angle to it where it's kind of like, sloping forward, and it's got this giant cape. It's got a great picture of the cape here. Let me load that real quick.
I think it just works better because it's not level like that.
Yeah.
That bit of banking, you get to see so much of the bike. I thought it was smart because most of the time you get to see the back of it or the top of it.
That's right. And it's not your traditional Batman bike either. I mean, it's not like, it's just a different take. But I've considered if, I've at the Sideshow display, I thought it would look great, either below it or whatever. And I have been tossing around the idea too of getting a samurai Batman, but I don't know. I think if I was going to spend the money, I think I'd rather buy the bike.
I like I think they really brought the animation to life. I like how dynamic it is. So I think it looks really good. I just hope it's not going to be crazy overpriced.
Well, it's like, I think it's $2,300.
Yeah.
Like I said, I hope it wasn't going to be overpriced.
Yeah, it's expensive.
And the shipping from our favorite semi-local retailer was like $350. That's pretty reasonable.
I was going to say, I think it would be at least 2 boxes. Don't you?
It gives dimensions for 2 boxes. It says box 1 and box 2.
Oh, and I know it's 2 boxes because they did 2 different drop tests. They were showing on their XM, I think the XM Life group, they were like actually dropping the boxes to test it to see if it would break. So.
Oh, anyway, wow.
Which is what they do always. I mean, that's standard. I mean, they do that to every statue. They do drop tests.
That's awesome.
To test the styrofoam, but
that's like a David Letterman thing.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I remember those days.
I'll give a shout out to Cameron. Give a shout out to Keith. Comic says, hey, happy you're doing this chill stream. Yeah, just doing a chill stream tonight. Just hanging out with these fine folks right here and all of you in the chat. Hey, Gory Davis. What's up, Chris? How many pre-orders do you have?
How much time you got?
I think I've got, God, I bet it's probably 10 to 12.
Oh my gosh, that's price would kill me.
That seems small for you.
It's small for me.
Yeah,
but there are some big ticket numbers in there though.
But I've got like the 2 Infinity Studios bus, which is that's $8,000.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's $8,000. Then I've got multiple Prime 1 pieces. Got the Joker, Dark Knight Joker, the Harley Quinn New 52.
And how much does your wife know about it?
She knows about all of them.
What did she say?
It's none of her money. So it's not her family money. It's not our family money. It's all just money I've earned. So it's I don't know. If it's money I've done, then it's not a problem. But if I start tapping into family money, then we'd have a problem.
Yeah. Eventually Bryce will find out what I did recently.
Yeah. Well, I can't believe he doesn't know already.
No, not yet.
No.
I have it shipped somewhere else.
Yeah, there you go.
What did you order?
Robin.
Oh.
So
That's a fairly small purchase though. I mean, like that's not bad.
Sneak him in and
does he know about the other purchase?
About Batman Who Laughs? Yeah.
No.
The Batman that I'm getting from you. Yeah, no, that was like a no-brainer. I told him it wasn't an asking thing. It was a, hey, we're getting it.
There he is right there.
Yeah.
Are you selling him?
Yep, Ashley's taking him.
Yeah. We've decided we're going to do like a Home Alone where we're going to put him by the window for the stalker. And that way it always looks like somebody's here.
I love it. That scared me. I wouldn't dare mess with that Batman.
And it's so life-size it works. So
you have space? Do you have a spot for him? Like he's big.
Yeah, we have a table ready for him. Luckily we haven't moved yet. You obviously see boxes next to me. But once we get moved and everything, we'll be ready. We're just trying to figure out how exactly to get it here. So we're trying to figure out, should we come up to see you or should you ship it to my work? Which is probably what's going to be the best thing to do. It depends on the shipping. Did you get a quote?
I haven't boxed it up yet. I like I said, whenever I bought it, it was $600 for the 3 boxes. And I don't know. I mean, that was not quite a year. I don't think it was a year ago, but I'm worried.
Yeah, you barely got it.
Yeah. And that was from our friendly neighborhood retailer. So I don't know if he's able to get a discounted rate. I don't know, but they're just, the boxes are so big.
How far of a drive is it?
I'm in Phoenix. So
how far is that? I know y'all are in those in the middle that I don't really
We're just all a blur.
Think about you've got California and then you've got the Carolinas and the rest of us.
Well, I'm like right in the middle, Jeff, like right in the center.
Because you're in Kansas City, right?
No.
Where are you?
I'm in Salina.
Oh, that's right.
So anyway, Corey, as she's doing some calculations here, I've got a lot of pre-orders, and there's some I don't even remember. I've got the Batman Who Laughs Sideshow, the Joker bust from Prime 1. I think I said the Talon.
It's only 16-hour drive.
Is that really 16 hours?
It's a 16-hour. You're only like 1,047 miles from me.
One way?
Yeah. I've gone to North Dakota straight through, and I've gone to Spokane, Washington straight through.
Crazy.
So yeah, no.
I said whenever we went to California, I think I flew right over you, and so I should have just like put some parachutes down on the boxes and just, let them land, because that would have been at least a little cheaper, maybe.
Yeah,
That sounds like a
or send it to the Air Force and just have the Air Force drop it in.
That's right.
I know some Air Force guys. We could probably make that happen.
Hey, there you go. We have a really big airport here. If they could just land, we have actually, it's one of the world's largest runways, because they can land Air Force One here.
Oh, really?
And a space shuttle. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
We have a really big runway.
Okay, apparently my GPS thinks I'm leaving now.
No, there you go. Did it pull an all-nighter?
No, it'll be cool because I don't know what the plan is yet. But either way, we'll figure it out. I'm not worried about it. But yeah, we've got the space for it. I mean, yeah, this wasn't like Batman Who Laughs where I had to like keep it under wraps for a certain time. This was like when you gave me the opportunity to jump on it, and I went to Bryce and told him it wasn't up for debate or question. It was just like, hey, we're getting this, and then that's it. And I think his initial reaction, he looked up at me and went, okay.
When I told my wife I was selling it, she's like, "You're selling my boyfriend?"
I can't believe you're getting the others and selling that one.
Well, let me tell you why. I mean, it is amazing, but it is not my Batman as much as a Keaton or a Bale is. And thinking that like my primary goal is to get that Ledger Joker bust. If I could only get one, that's the one I would get. So I'm like, well, that doesn't fit with the Ben Affleck. Like it's two different universes. And so again, I don't even know if I'm going to go with the Bale bust. I might just end up permanently with just the Joker. I don't know if I want to go that route, but I'm like, I just don't have the connection as I do to some of those other versions.
If I couldn't get the Bale with the Batman cowl on, I would not want it at any price.
Because you don't want the unmasked portrait.
No.
Well,
there's no way, especially that much money and not be able to have it as Batman.
Yeah.
I don't even have to think about it.
And see, that's why I think it'd be smart if they offered a swap out of some sort. But also I think that Queen Studios is doing one. Because I think they're doing that life-size Heath Ledger, but I think they are. I'm thinking they're going to do a half-scale Heath Ledger Joker. I'm not sure if they're going to do another just regular bust or not, but I think they are doing a Dark Knight bust. I think so, but again, that won't have arms. Like that would just have the shoulders probably. Brother Jaka, thank you for voting. I really appreciate it. Again, if you guys are just joining us and you haven't voted yet for the Batsy Awards, it's in the pinned comment over here on the side at the very top. Please take a moment. It's free. And also you're entered into the contest to win the Tweeterhead Poison Ivy exclusive maquette and also the Sideshow framed art print. So please make sure you have voted. It's really cool. It's really fun. Let me see what else we got here. Yeah, Daniel, that would be cool to get that a third Alfred with that Batman on throne. So, and I think that didn't they say that Batman on throne was quarter scale, right?
Yeah,
I thought that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, quarter scale. So,
that.
Yeah, because I know they did say the quarter scale Alfred. Let's see. Batman Statue Collector. I was talking about the 20-inch Batman that is coming with the Justice Buster. It's the only one you can get solo. Oh. Yeah, you can get that one solo, and that's around quarter scale. I don't think they ever said it's quarter scale, but that's a great piece too. It's a great standalone. Not Batman related. Did everyone see the 1/4 scale Perlman Hellboy?
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah,
that.
I saw a picture of it.
Who makes it?
Crap.
It wasn't custom, was it?
No. It was at Comic-Con at the San Diego thing they're having this weekend.
Oh, I might have missed it.
I can look. Hang on.
I want to think maybe Blitzway.
I think you're right.
It starts with a B.
Oh, Blizzard. Is it Blizzard Entertainment? No, that's a video game. I bet it is Blitzway then. Hey, thanks, Glenn. I appreciate it. Thank you. Brad said they should replace the cowl in Bale's hand for a basketball. Yeah, that'd give it a whole different look. That's for sure. Hey, Jeff. Appreciate you being here. Let's face it, you're probably going to get the statues and the bus. Well, it's possible. What I need to do is I need to make some rules again. I don't know.
I said that you kind of went off the track when you started doing movie pieces, which is what you said you wouldn't do.
Yeah, and it was the first movie piece I got was the Joker from Queen Studios, the one sitting on the chair or on the bench. But like right now, I guess I have 4. Well, I got the Batmobile too, so 5 movie pieces.
I think it's hard to avoid movie pieces.
Blitzway makes it.
Blitzway, okay. Well, Jeff, you got a good movie piece behind you.
Yeah, they're all good.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
And they're still Batman. I know that there's these people that I'll never buy movie pieces. I hate movie pieces. I never had one. Why? They're just as iconic as a comic book now.
Yep.
And those movies are going to be around forever.
That's right.
I think it depends on the movie.
I've said this before that when that was my rule for no movie pieces, it was easier because they weren't very good looking. Like the likenesses weren't very good, but now they're Hot Toys level, if not better.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's hard to resist them because they look good now. I want to give a shout out to Nathan Chaffman. Hello, Nathan. Hello, BSC. Seeing the video again of your sons reviewing those Funko Pops from years ago was cool. Yeah, that was. My oldest was mad that I posted that, but Ledger's like, I don't want you to post that.
So cute.
But that was about 4 years ago, which I can't believe because they're so big now. Like I can't believe that was just that long ago. But that was one of my favorite videos, so I had to repost it. I was gonna do like a big retrospective of like a whole bunch of like clips of the 4 years, but I'm like, nah, I'll just put that video back up. So
it was cute.
Chris, when don't you think the Queen Studios bail you got to go with the Catwoman on Batpod? Yes, that was my thinking, John, because him and the Joker and Catwoman all together would be great. And so again, I don't necessarily need the bus to complete that look. I can go with the 3rd scale. It would probably take up a little bit less room, obviously. But I am curious as to see what it looks like with the Batman on Batpod too. Although I kind of like the idea of him standing next to it versus being on it. What do you guys think? Would you rather have that, or would you rather have it where he's riding it?
Riding it.
I think if you could get 1/3 scale to have close to her sitting on the bike.
Okay. Cool. Harley looked really nice next to Ledger Joker when she was shown next to him in that. Yeah. And again, it's 2 different films. It's 2 different, I mean, not genres, but what's the word? 2 different
timelines.
Yeah. Timelines. So I do think they look good together though. I mean, Nolan didn't go there. Daniel. So, I mean, yeah, she could have fit in, I guess, but he didn't do a Harley.
They would have had to do her completely different.
Yeah, I don't think that would have
it would have never worked.
Yeah.
Not that version, no.
No.
She's a little, maybe too campy.
Yeah.
Let's see. See if there's some more questions here. If it's in the basement, wouldn't that be the Batcave? Well, this is the Batcave, but I'm talking about the other room would be the Bat Bunker because it looks like the Bat Bunker from Dark Knight, kind of. So that's what I'd call it. Let's see. And I'll see you in the Bat Bunker. I don't know. It's got a weird ring to it. I don't know. Have to see. I'll have to work on that. I'm going to get the Iron Studios or Infinity Studios Catwoman, Batman, and then crossing my fingers they do a Bane. I think they'll definitely do a Bane vanilla. If they're doing the other ones, I think it'd be really cool if they did a Scarecrow too. I don't know if they would do that. I think it'd be neat if they even did a Ra's al Ghul. But I don't know. Two-Face is the one I'd want the most, though. That could be really neat. Glenn, thank you very much. I appreciate it. A lot of people have a man cave. Chris is lucky enough to have a bat cave. Yes, that's right. If you fill it with enough Batman stuff, it becomes a bat cave. That's for sure. Yeah, it does look amazing, Jeff. It really does. Batman Bale bus will be mine if not like 4,500. I mean, it'll be at least $4,000, I think. And especially if they do offer like a 2-headed swap out type thing, I bet it'd be closer to 5.
Yeah. If there's a swap out.
Yeah. BJ Millard, I picked up the Bane maquette in the wild yesterday. Which one, BJ? Was it the Prime 1 Studio Bane? Didn't they show it on with his cape? I'm not sure what he's talking about there. I don't. If you're talking about the Christian Bale life-size bust, I don't think there's a cape in that photo. I think it is just him without the cape. Hope that's Superman. I don't see a cape on his shoulders.
I'm actually okay with that.
I am too, because he's like that in that scene where he's, Rachel just died.
Yep.
And he doesn't have a cape in that scene. So I think that could be interesting. Yeah, John, that's what I was saying. Like, Infinity's never done that before, but I could see them doing that because I think people are going to want, just like Jeff said, like, I'm not going to buy it if there's no cowl. And so I think that they would be really smart to offer that as an option, or maybe even 2 separate purchases. Like, this is option A or this is option B. Because there's some people that just want the actor. I mean, they want to see the actor's face, which is why, like, the Spider-Man from Queen Studios has been popular, and the Batman and the ones from J&D. They're all those unmasked portraits because that's what sells it, is those actor likenesses. So that would be really cool if they offered it in 2 different ways. It'd be neat. But again, yes, like Jeff said, that would definitely increase the price. Mega Colors in the house. Hello to you. Vane21 says, bust over the Batpod. Don't get movie statues and busts. Pick one avenue for movie stuff. That's so hard. It's so hard because, again, they're just so good. I don't know.
But that adds variety, though. That's the thing. Like, if everybody did that, it would be boring.
Well, does this look shitty?
Not at all.
Movie?
No,
not at all. So,
no, and that's the thing.
People are like, great. I never mix movie stuff with comic. I don't think it looks bad.
It looks fantastic. I love your stuff. And I think what I like that really goes is the light behind it. I think with Hush, it really makes it pop.
It really does. It's perfect placement.
It's great.
It's crazy. That thing's crazy. It's huge.
It looks good. It looks really, really good. I can't wait to see how Grim Knight I'm not thinking. I think I need to go to bed soon.
Yeah, Grim Knight. You're up with the guns.
Grim Knight with Batman Who Laughs.
There's a new video for that.
Is there
a new review?
Art.
Oh, that's right. He did. They sent us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It shows it really cool. Looks cool. It's big.
I've seen pictures of him next to Batman Who Laughs, and they look great together. I mean, they complement. They both have the chain effect in the base. It's going to be really good.
I think it's going to look great. I am already dreading when Bryce sees it.
Yeah, because you ordered that. You ordered that day one, didn't you? I think
I did, and it's not because Bryce doesn't know. It's because Bryce is a gun snob, and he's been a former law enforcement officer for 13 years. He was a gunsmith for 8, and now he works at Cabela's. So he knows his stuff. I mean, even my military guys go to him for gun, requests. But the second that he gets here, he's going to critique the crap out of it. Yeah, and he's going to be like, this looks wrong, and this looks wrong, and this. Shut up. Just enjoy the damn thing. I kind of
look at it this way. It could be any kind of gun he has in that universe. It may not be the same guns we have.
I think he got irritated that it was just mostly ARs and that the way that it's
guns.
Yeah, well, that, and here's the other thing. Like, he got really irritated with the placement of, I think there's a sword on Grim Knight where instead of like, it's like the placement of the sword, you wouldn't like, the sword is backwards. So he mentioned like you wouldn't just have, you would have the blade out, you wouldn't have the blade in. And I think he mentioned that the blade was inside for some reason, like it was towards Batman. He goes, because otherwise Batman would be cutting himself and you want to face it outwards to the enemy. And I'm like, just shut up and enjoy it. It's awesome.
I mean,
and he's like,
just like Jeff said, it's like there's probably some really realistic things, and like, but again, if it's taken from a comic book, so hopefully Bryce will understand that it's just, it is.
They may have.
It is what it is.
To go with the art. Exactly.
Yeah, I think what just kind of annoyed him is that because he mentioned, and this would have been cool too, and I can see his part, is that I think if they actually like got it, and I don't want to say gun expert, but they got a gun expert just on location of like proper location of where it should be placed, that would have been pretty cool to do research on it. But I know that they just want to go based on like the comic book, so I can also see it that way. I think it looks bad. I think it looks badass, especially sitting next to Grim Knight. So I'm going to enjoy it.
The silhouette of how it looks.
Yeah, and
arrangement.
Yeah, I think it's going to look great no matter what.
Functionality.
Yeah, I think it's going to look great no matter what. But
I do too.
It'll look good. But that's me, not Mr. Practical over there. So.
Well, we definitely are not practical here in this group. So, that's, we go.
What does that mean? I don't know what
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I'm the guy that orders things without measuring first to see if I have a place to fit it. So that's not practical at all.
I like that new Batman that they showed with the scythe. I think that's just screaming to be put with a Batman Who Laughs.
Which one?
Which one?
The one from Death Metal.
Oh, the new one. Yeah.
The trench coat.
Yeah.
Has the Robin on the chain.
Yeah.
I don't know if I saw that one. I'll have to look.
It has one of the Robin minions from the Batman Who Laughs statue.
Yeah, I think I could see that being that. Were you on our live reaction? I think you were, actually. Maybe not. I can't remember.
I can't remember.
But anyway, yeah, they
maybe a month ago.
Yeah. It's cool. It's a cool piece. I mean, it's not one that I would get. I don't have the space, but it looked really cool. Yeah, the trench coat looked really cool, and the base was neat. Had a severed head in his hand, like a zombie.
I saw that.
Or like it was on a spear. It was like on a spear.
No, I don't think I saw that at all.
I wonder if I still have. I don't think I have. I think I deleted all the pictures.
I'll look at it.
Okay.
It's all good.
This is a good question from Vane. We were talking about the Bat bike earlier. He said Vane actually likes the 0 year bike more than the XM Studios bike. Where do you guys weigh in on that?
I love it. I love that piece, and I just wish it wasn't $1,500. But every time I see it, I think of a really good friend of mine, and I just I love that piece. I
just sent some pictures of that Batman in our chat.
Okay, let me post it so people know what I'm talking about. So I'll let you in on a little secret. If it all works out, there's a collector that is going to be sending me the 0 year Batman to review. So I'm very excited to see that one in person. But it's been delayed, of course.
Yeah, of course.
So hopefully when that happens, it'll all work out. But anyway, I'm loading that picture for you now.
Can we just have Jeff swim to the ship and
we can. Sure, we can. That's right. Can you see it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's got all this crazy octopus stuff at the bottom. The Robin
and zombies.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy piece.
Because he's wearing a Black Lantern ring, and with a Black Lantern ring, you can control the dead.
Yeah, I remember that.
Then he has the Robin down here that he has around the neck with a chain.
What's the
leaning
guy?
off the edge.
So this is.
another picture there. Let me I'll load a few more here real quick for you.
And this is from the death metal series?
Yes.
Death metal.
They showed this one, and they showed a Superman. Let me see. Here is the Robin.
Yeah.
So again, it does, kind of go with the Batman Who Laughs for sure. And then let me show you one more here. This is I like this portrait with the obviously a separate bust there as well, but it's cool.
I don't remember seeing that in the comic, but I think I'll have to go back.
Let me get caught up. I know I'm really far behind, guys.
Chris, I'm going to jump off. My throat is like killing me.
Okay, no worries. No worries.
I'm
Feel
so
better.
Sorry.
No
Thanks,
worries. Feel better.
But it was good to see you guys.
Yeah,
and I'm glad you had
being on. Thank you for being on. Appreciate it.
Happy belated Thanksgiving.
Same to you. And now go get some rest.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, she is feeling under the weather, so that was cool of her to jump on. Just pre-ordered Sideshow's Batman Who Laughs. Don't know what he looks like in person. Well, no one does because he is not out yet. You think he'll ship before Christmas?
If they can do it, I think they'll probably try to get everything they can out by Christmas.
I do too. They haven't, somebody was saying that they got notifications that it was delayed and maybe they got second or third batch, but mine actually says processing. It's like I can't change my order. It's locked. So, and I know a lot of other collectors said the same thing. So I would assume I will get mine before Christmas. I'm guessing anyway.
I would. Some stuff, stuff is coming. It's just slow.
Yeah.
But, there's, who knows how long it takes before they sell out. I mean, there's so many people just got that Catwoman.
Isn't that
been
crazy?
On pre-order for months.
I know, people were just saying oh, I can't believe I finally got her. What?
Yeah.
How is that possible? I don't know if it's been a year, but it's it's been a long freaking time. How are people just now getting it?
Not this year's batch of statues.
No, it would have been 2020.
Yeah. And
So
that was that Batman,
crazy.
the Batman with the gravestones. That I've got the blue gray one. That one's been on pre-order for a long time, and people are just now getting it.
It's crazy. Mark, a lot of people have been asking me about XM Deathstroke, XM Batman. I actually have not ordered either yet. I put it on pause when I started taking apart my room, and I kind of panicked. I'm like, well, I don't know for sure where they would go, or if I'm going to keep the shelves where I was thinking about putting them. So I have put it on pause for a moment. I still would love to have them both, but I just don't know yet. And again, then I decided to maybe get that White Knight Batmobile. So that might trump the other two. I don't know. Where do you store all those boxes? I store all my boxes in the Bat Bunker. If I went into the Bat Bunker, then this room would become storage. So all of my boxes would go in here. Anything in that room would be crammed into this space. So we'll see. Where do you put all your boxes, Jeff?
In the attic.
You have plenty of room up there?
It's quite a bit of room. And it's insulated, so it gets really hot up there, and I'm sure it gets really cold in the winter.
Yeah.
Probably not below freezing.
We have some attic space in this house, but we've never been up there. Maybe I should look into that. Because I bet I could cram a bunch of crap up there if I tried.
Yeah.
At least some of them.
All of my boxes are up there for everything.
That's awesome. Well, maybe I need to look into that.
It's handy.
We have attic space above our garage. We have a hatch, but we've never been up there. So I bet that would be some pretty good room up there.
Is there one in your house? Attic space. Do you have a thing?
I think we have a couple, but I think I have to try and remember where the other hatch is. We have a pretty big house. So I have to go look. But I think we might have.
They only have one in the It's on the top floor, but
That's
it
cool.
has a pull down
Chevy
thing,
Chase
and the ladder
vacation?
comes down. It's similar.
Yeah, that's my favorite Christmas movie. So I love that scene.
Probably as well. It's as big as the house, so it goes the whole length.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
So there's a lot of stuff up there. The house had one of those built-in vacuum cleaner systems.
Oh yeah,
and all of that stuff is up there.
That's neat.
And all of the hoses and attachments. And I'm like, never used it, but
yeah,
that's
all
cool. Up there.
That's neat. Carl says the half scale Dark Knight collection on pedestals will make a hell of a focal point. Yeah, it would. Knowing that they like Prime One's doing theirs and it looks great. And they're doing Queen Studios is doing a half scale Ledger Joker. But I don't love half scale. I just don't love that scale. So I can't see me going. I mean, if that Ledger Joker is amazing, I would maybe consider it. But I don't know. Where do you weigh in on half scale? Have you seen him in person?
I've never seen them in person, but they seem a little static.
They are, and like I don't know if you remember my video from years ago, but I did the Ben
Affleck one,
and I just said like to me they look like those big things you get at Christmas at Walmart, like those big giant,
figures.
They're
yeah.
And I mean, obviously the detail
was stiff looking.
The detail was incredible on the Prime One piece, but at the end of the day, I just kept looking at it like I just feel like that's what they look like to me. They're like that size. They just I don't know. They're just not for me. Again, third scale is my favorite. I feel like it just has such a wow factor at that scale. It's just the right size for me. I mean, obviously you like third scale as well. I mean, the presence.
I don't know that I would have to see it. And if I got one, I'd like the option to be able to return it if I don't like it.
Right. Yeah. Make sure they have a good return policy.
Yeah. Like, I'm not feeling this.
Zach says, what new Batman statues do you think will be announced next? Oh, man. I don't know. Somebody asked me this the other day, like, what Batman would I want? And I said, I think it'd be really cool if they could do a David Finch Batman. You know that famous cover where he's got the capes enveloping him? If they could duplicate that, I don't know how hard that would be because it's so much shadow and stuff. But like, if it was painted right, like I would love that. That would be really neat.
I think you might be able to do that up to a quarter scale, but I think if it got bigger, it would look funky.
Yeah, I think it would too. But I don't know what other Batman I'd want. Like, I'm sure that there's always going to be more Batman coming.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Jeff's asking, did you guys get anything for Black Friday? I didn't. I got nothing.
I went to the local comic book stores because they typically have some like good sales on like the hardcover books and stuff like that, but none of them had any of those on sale.
Yeah.
It was all back issues and the game stuff they sell, the board game stuff. And
I almost bought that, the Greg Capullo, Scott Snyder Volume 2. I almost bought that, but I didn't yet.
I did buy that from In Stock Trade.
Yeah, that omnibus.
That price is too good because it's $125 on Amazon.
I wonder if it's still available. Maybe I should just get it. My problem with my omnibus is they go on the shelf and then I don't touch them again. You know, like I don't read.
I've read mine. It's a bitch to read, but I mean, you have to just set it at a table and do it. It's not really.
You have to set aside time to really do it. In Vino, thank you very much. $5 super chat. I know I've missed a couple. I'll definitely get to all the super chats. So thank you guys very, very much. Thank you very much. That really helps support us here on the channel. So thank you. In Vino, you're awesome. Somebody said, Ashley, go see Chris and do a live show. That would be fun. That would be fun to do a live show from the Batcave. That'd be cool. How large is the market for 1/3 scale and above? I think bigger now than it used to be. I think people really enjoy the 3rd scale.
That's still on sale in case anybody wants it.
Is it? Okay.
$68.75.
All right. Well, I probably
that's like 45% off.
I probably need to bite the bullet.
Yeah, because they're like everything else. If you don't get it and then decide you want one of them later, trying to go back and buy them, it's like they're crazy expensive.
Yeah. Buck Fang says, I can hook you up with some sensible shipping. Just send the box dimensions. Buck, if you have resources there, please email me at thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com if you're still watching, thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com. Yeah, if you can get me discounted rates, that would be amazing. Always trying to mention Keaton Batman, that's for sure.
I think we might see that some more stuff when the Flash movie gets closer.
Somebody posted, was it who was it? Like God's Good Smile or God Smile Company or whatever they did. Did you see that? They did those dolls.
Yeah.
Or am I getting in trouble for saying dolls? The figures.
They're 1/6 scale, I think.
Yeah.
They did not look swoofed.
Yeah. I think the Keaton looked pretty good. I wasn't sold on the Joker's portrait. And it looked like a kind of like a knockoff of the Hot Toys that they did years ago.
I've seen some knockoffs that look better.
Yeah. And so I don't remember who pointed it out in the group, but somebody said, obviously the license is here now, obviously, because we're starting to see this pop up, which forever we didn't see anything. And if, and again, it will. Yeah, it will.
I think he's getting to the age where he's going to be a little bit more willing to have his likeness out there. And I would imagine if he signed a deal with Marvel, he's had to come to some sort of a likeness arrangement.
Yeah. And like the Nicholson, it didn't really look like Nicholson in that. So it's like, maybe they didn't have to pay the fees.
Yeah.
Or get his approval. I don't know. Let's see. When you figure out how to refigure your rules out, Chris, let me know because I need a PO intervention as well. Yeah, I've got to make some rules for myself. Again, it's just really difficult whenever there's so many good things coming out. I mean, I haven't gone off the deep end. I haven't started buying Marvel pieces or Star Wars pieces. I could definitely do that, but at least I'm staying focused on Batman. Let's see. I know I'm really far behind, guys. I apologize. Hey, Chris, I'm sorry I can't purchase the Arkham Knight statue. Oh, yeah, he was interested. So, yeah, if anybody's interested in the Arkham Knight statue, I'm probably also going to sell my Arkham Knight Batman as well. So, if anybody is interested, you can email me at thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com. Patal, the Collector Brotherhood member, thank you for being here. Ashley does not have a channel, but she does some things here on the channel from time to time for us. If I wanted rooted hair and silicone, I'd buy Hot Toys. Well, Hot Toys would be a lot cheaper than those busts. That's for sure. Cameron says, what are you waiting for to go up on pre-order? Fabok Penguin for me. 3rd scale penguin. How about you, Jeff?
I'm surprised they haven't shown that yet. It kind of makes me wonder where it went.
Have you noticed that they've started kind of posting more pictures of that Catwoman?
Yeah.
The Bermejo. So I think we might see that one sooner than later.
I'm still real. I think that's a hard sell. I think that quilted suit is, I don't know.
It's not ideal.
The
thing is, I want a comic book Catwoman. So do I buy it even though it's not my favorite? But I want a Catwoman. I want a Catwoman that's 1/3. So like I don't know what to do.
I think there'll be another one.
I really would.
If it doesn't sell, it won't show up then.
That's true. Everybody's been asking for years for the Hush Catwoman, which they basically teased with the Ivy because of that exclusive with the cat on it. So I don't know. That seems kind
of stupid for them not to do it.
I know. But again, they run into that same problem. If they tease her at the same time they tease the Catwoman, which is what they did with that Ivy. They're like, well, we have the Arkham City Poison Ivy, and everybody crapped on that one. And then they had because the Hush was better. It's like, but like, why would you do that at the same time? Don't do that. So I don't see anytime soon. I mean, if it's been a year since they teased this Catwoman, they haven't put her up for pre-order yet. I don't think there's any chance in the world we're going to see a Hush Catwoman within the next year. But we'll see. Let's see. Let me try to get caught up a little bit more. Again, if I miss your question, guys, I apologize. Get to these super chats. Lane Kramer, $2 super chat. Thank you very much. I meant the one with Justice Buster. Oh yeah, absolutely, Lane. It's a great piece. That Justice Buster, I prefer just the standalone compared to the whole thing, but I think that it's a really cool piece. And I know a lot of people have considered putting it with the Iron Man Buster and the Iron Patriot Buster, or whatever it is, the War Machine.
The War Machine,
whatever it's called. So that the three of those would look pretty amazing together, even though they're different, Marvel and DC. C Note, a $2 super chat. Thank you very much, Jeff. Is that the large bat, light, or the medium?
It's the large one.
Nice. And you got it from Sideshow?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's very bright when it's on.
Sorry, I saw you answered there.
Decided not to. When we're on, I don't turn it on anymore because it kind of washes everything out.
It's too bright.
Yeah.
It's like whenever I had the case on behind me, it would really blur me out a lot. So it's like trying to balance that out. Edward Nearhouse says, do you think with the somewhat lukewarm reception on the Prime 1 Blitzway Sideshow Harley 1/3 scale face sculpt, we may get a similar update add-on like they did for their Joker 1/3? It's possible. It's possible that they would do that. Am I spinning out or you, Jeff?
Would come out. Do what?
Not sure. Hopefully you guys can still see me. I don't know
I can see you.
Okay. My Wi-Fi thing went down. You were kind of pausing, so I didn't know if you could still hear me or not. I think it's possible they could do that. I think it would be smart because people didn't really like that head sculpt at all. $4.99 from John Blackmouth. Jeff, will you be adding any other Batmans? And if you could have another Batman piece, not an option, which would it be? Or price, not an option?
Maybe that one that we were looking at the photos of, the death metal. It's a different Batman.
It is. Do you have space to put one more, or are you out of space on that shelf?
I don't think I'd try to put another one on here. I think it would be too crowded.
But you would want to put, would you put the death metal where your Dark Knight one is?
I probably would move the Hush and move the Batman Who Laughs and put them together. So I think they would go together.
I do too. I think they would look really good.
I probably would move stuff around because I'm getting rid of the DVD cabinets I have in the other room. So there'll be some more space coming in.
So would that be any other, like if price wasn't an issue, would that be the one, or would
probably of what I can think of right now?
It's cool. It's a good piece. Thanks
I would
again,
have said
John.
the Hush if I didn't have it.
Yeah.
I think that's like the ultimate Batman right now.
I agree.
I don't know if there's a better one.
Casual Nerd Problem says small panel tonight. Yeah, we're just doing a kind of a easygoing, chill stream tonight. So just wanted to kind of pop on again. Thanks again, Jeff, for being here. Appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Zach Bowers with the $5 super chat. Thank you very much. He's also a Brotherhood member. What Batman statues do you think will be announced next? Again, that's a tough one.
They showed photos of that Joker punchline lately,
so
but
do you think
they showed them separate.
So do you think that they would do and that's George Jimenez. Do you think they would do a George Jimenez Batman?
I don't know.
Like they did announce the death metal Batman, but it's been a minute since they've done. I mean, like, is Hush the last Batman that they've shown or announced? Like, I guess they did I guess then we got the Fabok Batman and we got the Fabok versus Joker.
And we had the
Val
Kilmer.
Yeah, the Val Kilmer. We also had the Killer Croc tease with Batman flying in on him. So I'm not
sure whose art that is.
I don't know either. It doesn't ring a bell with anybody I know. But I mean, so many of those have been Fabok inspired. Like even ones that I didn't know were Fabok are Fabok. Like it's crazy how many that he's worked on. So I don't know. Like I don't know Batman wise. I don't know if they would do another Bermejo. It's possible. I mean, both of the Bermejo ones have done well. Like they sold out at Sideshow. But I'm just trying to think of an artist that would. I don't know. They just kind of seem like they're working with those three artists. I don't know if they would go outside of that. Like I said, I think it'd be cool if they did a David Finch, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if XM has their claws still in him because I mean he did the Sanity piece, so I don't know. Kevin says Hush 3.0. I mean that's possible. I mean these Hush pieces.
I think there'll be another Jim Lee Batman.
Oh, I think they're going to do a black version of that Hush. I think they will do that. I think it would be a no-brainer. Casual Nerd Problem says, any chance you could explain 12 Days of Sideshow? I'm confused when it starts and what it consists of. It consists of words. It used to be like teaser, but now like lately it's just been like words. And there's so many of those that we still haven't seen yet.
I don't know that we've seen most of what they did last year. There was a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we've seen stuff that they never announced and it just pops up.
Yeah. Like Nightcrawler.
Yeah. Those Dracula and Van Helsing.
Oh, yeah.
Those came out of nowhere.
They weren't announced.
And they haven't done a horror piece in ages.
Yeah. And that's the stuff they were doing before I even started collecting. Django says that David Finch cover you're talking about is actually, is it Dick Grayson as Batman? I didn't know that. I love that. I love that cover. That's crazy. Huh. I didn't know that. Hey, Jim Mint is in the house. Thanks for being here, Jim. Sorry I missed you earlier here. Again, I'm just trying to get caught up. Hopefully, Jim's doing great. I know he's been on a weight loss journey like myself, and he's kicking butt and taking names. So again, Jim, I haven't told you that in person, personally, but congratulations. That's awesome. That's a good question. Who would you like to see J&D's next figure be? I think a third scale Two-Face would be cool from Dark Knight. No one's done him. I think that would be a no-brainer piece for them. It's kind of the best of both worlds because it's got the realistic side and then they can play around with the burnt side. I don't know. How about you? Anybody you'd want to see?
I would imagine they're going to stick with those, so there'd probably be a Bane.
Yeah, I could see a Bane. I feel like he'd be boring though, because I don't think they would do like something dynamic with him. I think he would just be, hulking there. Yeah, just standing there. But, they've been very popular. I mean, they've all done really well. Jim says over 100 ships outside of Long Beach. Hey, you must be not too far from our good friend Jeff Delaney. Just sitting there waiting to offload statue containers. Yeah, I know. I've heard they've been moving. Fatal, yes, I did sell Two-Face. I could have sworn your wife said to never sell him, and we had a conversation, and she said, "Yep, do it." She knew it was kind of stressing me out. I wanted to keep him, but bless you. Hopefully you didn't catch Ashley's cold.
No.
But his head, the Two-Face's head was half the size of the Bermejo's Joker. His head. So I just it's not going to fit. Like, it just doesn't work. The body types are different. So yeah, he went to Paula, I believe. I think Paula took him off my hands.
That seems odd that it's that small.
It was weird. And that's I was I could still kind of make these work, but I set them beside each other and then nope, they don't work together. So that's when I decided I have to go all in on the comics. I have to do it.
Yeah. And it is kind of weird to have the sizes, or some of them are bigger, some of them are like those video game pieces seem to be smaller.
They are. I know, it's weird. The Namek says, when's Prime 1 Harley shipping? She's shipping globally right now. I'm assuming that she is on a ship to the United States. She's still scheduled December through January-ish, somewhere in there. So I would assume that us in the United States will get her fairly soon. She's tall. You saw that picture of her next to Ivy? Did you see that one, Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one, the base just seems too big.
It's
I know
big.
She's supposed to be roller skating on it, but
yeah, it's big.
That one seemed like it could be problematic.
I'm anxious to get her in hand and see kind of what I think. Mark says, to add on the J&D discussion, do you think their prices are justified? I don't.
I have no idea. I don't know that they're that far ahead of what Queen Studios has done.
So if you have a Queen Studios Joker that's $800 or $900 for third scale, but you're talking over $2,000 for a J&D one with
I don't know how it could be justified.
Yeah. I just don't feel like especially for a new, if they had been around for 10 years and they've proven themselves and I feel like out of the gate, they were super high priced. I do think they're getting better with each release.
I didn't like the Wonder Woman.
And a lot of people love that one.
I think certain ways it looked like her. I could never get past the color of the armor. The armor color looks so wrong. It looks so yellow to me.
I do think that's one of their better head sculpts. Again, I've kind of felt like all of them have been off. To some degree.
Think their Anne Hathaway looked good. It didn't even look like Anne Hathaway.
No. That's another one I showed my wife. Like, who is this? She's like, that doesn't look like Anne Hathaway. I mean,
I didn't. Think
Margot Robbie. She said that about Margot Robbie and Anne Hathaway both.
Yeah, the Margot Robbie had this creepy vibe.
It's the teeth. That is the dentures.
It was what?
Yeah. Chompers. That's just creepy. Kevin,
the video. I would have never shared that video where they had him out and you saw that mouth and then they slipped him in and it's like
it's so creepy. And then they put the eyeballs in, it's so creepy. Kevin Zamora says Jock Batman would be interesting. Yeah, Jock would be cool. Or Jock Joker, that'd be neat.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any piece either of you waited too long to pick up and missed that you missed it that you regret? I feel like that way for the new 52 Batman that I have, and now I've sold it. But I had purchased it, canceled it, then regretted it. That was one that comes to mind. I don't know.
That seems like a really popular statue.
Yeah, it's a good statue.
I would have regretted not having this Hush, because I was like, I think I should cancel the Heath Ledger Joker I'm getting to get the Hush.
Yeah.
That was how I was feeling about it. Because after seeing videos, and it's like, I think that's probably the best Batman I've ever seen. It's just iconic.
Yep.
It's kind of like just a good classic all around multi-purpose Batman.
Yep, he is. Jay, another Brotherhood member, says, Chris, Prime 1 Fabok or Hush Batman? I would probably have to go with the Hush Batman, just like Jeff said. It's just so iconic. But if it was between the Hush Batman and the Fabok Joker versus Batman diorama, I'd probably go with the diorama.
I feel like that Batman looks better.
I do too, and like I love the Fabok Batman. I still have him on pre-order. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do there. But he doesn't look great from all angles. Whereas I feel like the one swooping down, he looks good from every angle. Obviously, there's a what does Sideshow say? A proper viewing angle.
Yeah.
But obviously, you're going to want to look at him from straight on. But like if you look at the side shots of the Fabok, he looks weird sometimes in certain angles. So
the cape makes it look funky.
Yeah.
To me.
But they're both still awesome. But if I had to choose between those two, I'd probably stick with the Hush again, right behind me. Just because again, it just looks great. Prime 1 Harley is not shipped to the USA from Prime 1 yet. Have her on order and still says preparing to ship. Well, that's not good news then, Matt. It's not going to be a white Christmas for Harley fans, I guess, in the United States. So we'll see. J&D is like Tesla hit the buy on the Bat Bane, or I'm assuming Bat Bale combo. Yeah, that combo was pretty awesome. I really liked the Bale and the suit. And I think the likeness was pretty good, although I just feel like he looked older with the texturing. But Margot actually is pretty toothy. She might be toothy, but she was really toothy on that J&D.
Mm-hmm.
When did you start collecting? I don't know, probably about 10 years ago with the larger scale stuff. How about you?
2007 or 2008, I started with the first Hot Toys.
Yeah, that was about at the same time when the Dark Knight Hot Toys were coming out.
When they had just made the Iron Man from the first Iron Man movie and the Christian Bale Batman, and they had 2 Jokers, and I still have those. That bank robber Joker is still, I think, one of the best.
Yep, still one of the best portraits.
The other one was not so much, but that one's really good.
I'm so glad I owned that one, because I was like, I remember at the time thinking, well, it's never going to get any better than this.
No,
you know,
I don't know that Heath Ledger's sculpt has got better than that.
I know, and that's the crazy thing. C Note says I shouldn't buy Fabok. Doesn't make sense to get him. Yeah, it just doesn't. Again, I just don't know for sure, but I'll probably end up canceling him. I really would like to review him though. Survivor Series
would need to be standalone.
Yeah, he would. Infinity Studios Ledger Bust. Do I pair it with my J&D Joker? I think they would pair very nicely.
Mm-hmm.
I think any bust with a statue looks great. Regardless of, I mean, maybe quarter might be. I think even quarter you'd be able to pull quarter off, but I think a third scale with a bust would look great. Bad Protocol. Yes, I did order the Sideshow Catwoman, the new one. I know it's not everybody's favorite, but I liked her. Do you think the Batman can top the Dark Knight from Nolan? I'm hoping it tries. I'm hoping it's dark, it's gritty. Again, it's film noir. So I'm very optimistic that this film will be good.
I've watched a couple of YouTube videos where people were talking about the screenings that they've had 3, I think, and the big takeaway from all of them has been how brutal the movie is.
Yeah, I think it's
so that makes me think it's going to be pretty serious tone.
I think so too. I think it's going to be very real, very, like I said, dark and gritty. Brutal is a great word. I just hope it's good. I hope it feels like Batman. I hope it, again, like those early year Batman stories are my favorite. I loved, him figuring crap out, and just using what he's got, scraping by, fighting crime. He's angry still. He's super angry. So I hope it's good. I'm real optimistic about it. Since prices are going so high, what's it going to do to the aftermarket? We talked about it recently on Rogues Gallery that a lot of the companies, you're not going to get your money back. In a lot of cases, XM seems to be doing very well with the resale, especially on the samurai pieces, or certain samurai pieces, I should say. I'm more considered about shipping. Like, it's like, yeah, if I lose $100 or if I buy something and enjoy it for a while and lose $100 on the resale, but then you have to still pay $200 or $300 to ship it, like that's the killer. It's the shipping is the bad part right now.
That's the thing. I think that's just going to put people out of collecting.
I mean, if it was still affordable, I don't know. It's just that it's a killer, John. One Facebox says, fingers crossed for the Prime 1 Ledger will ship in early 2022. What will you be pairing it with, since most of your Dark Knight statues are Queen Studios? My thought was just a Ledger shelf, like, the bust and, 2 or 3 of the third scales. And I still haven't decided whether I'm going to cancel the quarter scale one yet, with the coat and the grenades. But my thought was I would just have a Ledger display. That was before I bought the Catwoman on Batpod. So again, like that piece might ruin it, but I just wanted a Joker display with Heath Ledger. So I don't know.
Wonder if they would go together.
Which one?
The Catwoman and the Prime 1 Ledger Joker.
I think they will. And we've talked about this before too, mm-hmm. Is I think the Blitzway stuff is properly scaled, or I think that he will, like, I don't know if that Joker will pair up with yours. I just don't know yet. I'm worried about that, but I feel like they will pair up with the Queen Studios one, because I've seen some footage of that Joker next to some other pieces around him, and I feel like he's going to be small, and I feel like it was him. I think it was him next to or near the Joaquin Phoenix Joker from Prime 1, and they were about the exact same size.
Yeah.
So that makes me think that they would pair up with the Queen Studios pieces really nicely. I'm not so sure about the Prime 1 the non-Blitzway pieces, because those seem to be bigger. So I think it would pair up really well. We'll see. Yeah, shipping is crazy, Brad. Talon seems popular-ish. I'm surprised Katana hasn't been canceled. Yeah, really low ES. Somebody mentioned to me the other day about Talon, because I'm still worried about Talon. They haven't announced an ES, and he's supposed to ship early 2022, and which I don't see happening. But I guess they reached out to Prime 1 about payment schedule or something, and they said everything's still on schedule. So I'm assuming that he is still going to be coming out.
Mm-hmm.
What are you pairing the Tweeterhead Joker with? Right now, like the Poison Ivy. Again, I keep going back and forth. Like, I really want that Joker, but I keep thinking, should I just not get the 6 scale stuff? Should I just not go there and just focus on quarter scale and up? I don't know. It's a great Joker. I don't know. Hey, Mike, thanks for being here. I sure hope you never steer clear of the 1/4 scale statues. You are my go-to for those reviews. I don't want to get rid of those. I mean, they're not on my radar to get rid of at this point. And again, knowing that XM is going to start doing those comic book pieces and doing the characters that I've been wanting, it's going to make it difficult to say no to 1/4 scale.
And they may work with the Sideshow stuff. They may be able to work.
And I've got this big new shelf. You know, it's not put together, but got this big new shelf with 2 rows. I could put XM up above or Sideshow up above and XM down below or whatever. So I don't know. Anything's possible. Katana was just delayed again. Yeah, I think everything's delayed, Matt, with Prime 1. I think you can count on it. I mean, to be honest, I would count on more than one delay.
It seemed like they got this Hush Batman out faster than...
Which is crazy.
How fast they got that turned around.
It really is crazy. Ryan just checked Talon scheduled to ship January to April. Yeah, I doubt we'll see January to April, Ryan, to be honest. Are you talking about the Scarecrow from Tweeterhead, Django? What do you think of the Bolin killing joke 1-to-1 bust? Well, what do you think of them doing one? I would love that. I would love anything Brian Bolin killing joke. That would be amazing. I mean, I can't believe they haven't done a killing joke Joker in 3rd scale. Like that would be, I mean, you know, it would be awesome. Yeah, I think C-Note, I'm going to get that Joker. I mean, I just don't know if I want to go very deep into that route. I haven't ordered the Scarecrow yet. Chad might send me one to review. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I just don't have a lot of room for the 6 scale stuff either. Brother Jakha says, ended up canceling most of my Tweeterhead pieces since I decided against collecting in that scale. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. You have to kind of pick and choose these days. That's for sure. I really like that Nightwing, the Hush Nightwing Patriot. I really like him.
So that looks cool.
Yeah,
I was trying to say their Flash did seem kind of like an odd pose to go with that new line.
I wonder if they'll tweak it. Like, I mean, because we haven't heard about it since, right?
They had those things at the Sideshow.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, the resin ones. Yeah.
It did seem like a back step for that, but
Batbee says, do you think there's any chance Prime 1 will make a Joker from the Dark Knight Returns comic? Kind of surprised they haven't done that one. I just don't know how popular he is with that big white suit. He's kind of bulky. I don't know. I think that somebody will do him eventually. I just don't know if Prime 1 would go there. I don't know. Let's do another question here, and we'll probably start wrapping it up for tonight. One Face Box says, what are y'all thoughts on the LED and statues? I hardly ever use them except the ones to watch. But, I don't think they're necessary. I mean, like we have that monitor in the Hush Batman. Are you ever going to turn it on, Jeff? I'm not.
I've turned it on every now and then just to look at it, but I never leave it on.
No. I mean, I like the idea of if it can plug in, maybe just leave it on like a light all the time, and the LEDs can be replaceable, then I'd be fine. But like, I'm not gonna I don't know. I don't think they're necessary. I don't think that, especially if it increases the price. There are some really cool ones, like the Iron Man ones with the fire, like the Sideshow did. Like that looks great.
Some of the things like that may, it adds to it, like an Iron Man, something like that. But
yeah. Or like maybe like an afterburner out of the backside of the Batmobile or something like that would be cool. But overall, like I just don't care. I don't. It's not going to make or break a piece for me. Like or it's not going to make or break a purchase for me. I mean, if I like a piece, I like a piece. But I don't ever think, oh, I wish that had an LED in it. For me personally, but we'll see. We'll do one more. Frank Miller pieces tend to be hit or miss. You either like the style or hate it. So yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like for me, like I wouldn't buy it because I don't like the Frank Miller style. There's just not my favorite kind of art. No. But I mean, you don't see a Dark Knight Returns piece in my collection. So, but I saw
that Batman several times in a shop, and at one time they had it at 20% off, which would have been a really good deal. But it's like, I just don't like that Batman.
Yeah, it's just not my cup of tea.
Very blocky looking to me, or something.
I've never. I mean, I did almost buy that Prime 1. Where he's on the eagle and he's got the gun, the one they came out with last year.
Yeah, but that's Del Auto.
Yeah, and that is Del Auto, but I mean, it's still kind of in that same bigger style.
It's a big style, but it's different. It's way different.
You're right, and that's what is it? The Master Race 3.
Yeah, Dark Knight Rises 3 or something like that.
Yeah,
and that's who the one at the Batcave sitting.
Yeah, I do like that piece. It
looks cool.
Again, it's quarter scale though. Like I just don't know if I want to have. I don't know. I want to stick to mostly 1/3 if I can. With that said, I want to kind of wrap up tonight. I was only going to go to an hour, but again, I think Jeff for being here and Ashley also for being here. Thanks for popping on with me. I just want to remind you again, right up here in the chat, there's a pin post. If you haven't voted yet, guys, please do so. Last year we had a little over 700. I would like to get over that number this year. I think we're over 400 some right now. So we've got a ways to go. But again, I encourage you to please vote if you haven't done so. And also, again, it does enter you in the chance to win the Poison Ivy statue from Tweeterhead. And again, it is the EX with Frank the Plant. And then also, of course, the Sideshow art print. And then I do want to remind you also this Wednesday, we're doing our live auction, 7 p.m. Eastern, or excuse me, man, I'm getting tired. Sorry, guys. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern for our auction show. Those are always a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. And I know we got a lot of stuff lined up for you guys that I think you're going to be interested in buying or bidding on. So again, it could be our
last-minute super chat before you.
Oh, we did. Oh,
it just popped up.
Let me go back into that. Let's see. Oh, Zach, thank you very much. $5. We'll answer one more question then. So thank you, Zach. With Prime 1 doing Dark Knight Death Metal, do you think they will make a King Batman who laughs? I do.
Yeah, I think they'll do another Batman who laughs because it's sold. Yeah,
I
don't know that they've had anything else that's sold out that fast.
I can't think of anything. I mean, you can even buy the Batman Hush Batcave still. I mean, it's like, it's very, very popular. So I think that they absolutely will do that Robin. Because it's Robin, right? It's King Batman is the Robin character, right?
I think he takes his place, but there was I think before that, the Batman Who Laughs had, or maybe it did. I'm not sure. It's one or the other, but it's a Batman Who Laughs.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, I absolutely think they will do that. Zach, without a doubt, I think it's going to print money for them. I don't know if it'll be as popular as the one that Jeff has behind him. Because I just don't know how you top that piece, but I think that they're definitely still in the death metal mm-hmm. line for sure. I mean, there's no doubt that they're going to keep doing that. They showed
the silhouette for the Wonder Woman, it's the cover that had that Superman and Batman on it with that Wonder Woman's crazy because she has like a damn chainsaw.
Yeah. So I bet
that Batman Who Laughs comes out now will be $300 to $400 more than that one.
Oh yeah,
if it has that much going on. If you get 3 Robins with it, or any Robins with it, I think it'll be a lot more.
Yeah, how much would that Joker be, or that Batman Who Laughs be today? I mean, come on, 3 with it's such a crazy base. I mean, you're getting 4 characters with that piece.
Yeah, because they're $1,500 now for nothing on a base.
Yeah, you're right. It's pretty crazy. Zach says no. The Batman Who Laughs had a crown, so I'm not sure.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
that he has the King Robin took over. I think the King Robin killed the Batman Who Laughs later in the story.
I could see them doing both. Can't you?
Yeah.
I mean that Robin, that's what I think of when I think of that, because it just was so creepy looking. Like it's just I think it would do very well as well.
I think that those are fairly popular because they're very rock and roll looking.
Yeah, they are.
And horror.
They're neat. Well, with that said, again, thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, please make sure you join us Wednesday for our live auction, and have your PayPal ready because we are excited to present some really cool stuff for you guys. And again, thank you guys for watching. I do want to also say the Batsy Awards will be December 29th. So definitely stay tuned. And again, we'll be giving things away live in the chat. So we definitely want people to be in the chat for that show. And anything else you want to say before we sign off, Jeff?
No, everybody stay safe.
Yeah, stay safe, stay healthy.
To each other.
That's right. Be good. And just continue to send out positive vibes out in the world, because that's what we need. And that's what Batman would do. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you soon in the Batcave. See you guys Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.